Evan is in Puyallup. Evan, what's going on here on the most interactive sports talk show in Seattle?
How's it going?
I'm doing well, Evan.
So back to that original question a while ago where you said the second best thing to happen in 2021. At this point, if this talk stuff doesn't end with the Russell Wilson stuff, I'm thinking Pete and John getting fired might be the first best thing I've heard.
No, Evan. First off, that's nothing to be gleeful about, because what happens after that? So you get your head on a spike. Okay, great. What are you going to do next? Like, this is the thing that nobody thinks about with their insurrections, their coups over the entirety of history. Congratulations! You won your revolution. But what's next? Where do you go from here?
Okay, I can talk. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, what's next is you get some new guys in there. I mean,
but some new guys. Come on, we got to have better than some new guys. Like, if we're gonna move on in this hypothetical scenario, which, by the way, I think is dumb. But if we're gonna move on, we got to find somebody else. So who do you have ready to go, Evan? Who's ready to go for year 32-year-old Russell Wilson for this coming season? Who's gonna be ready to go with him?
Hey,
who?
I'm not sure how to answer that question, but I do know that's an easier fix than getting rid of Russell Wilson. Which the reason we win games is because of Russell Wilson. Before he came, we were 7-9 both seasons. We've won ever since he's been here. That is a harder fix than the question you just asked me. I don't have a specific response to that question right off the top of my head, to be honest. But I do know it'd be easier than the
that's fair.
Than the other side.
That's fair.
Rid of Russell.
That's fair, Evan. I always appreciate you calling in. I appreciate you bringing the fire here, Evan and Puyallup, everybody. But that wouldn't be the second best moment. I mean, that would just be adding to what has been thus far a largely disastrous year in Seattle sports. I mean, that's why Jared Kelnick's home run yesterday is clearly, I guess, honestly, if in the grand scheme of things, Sue Bird coming back for another season is probably number one, right? I mean, 20 years. We know that Sue Bird can deliver. I mean, they just murdered the Las Vegas Aces in the WNBA Finals. So I guess Kelnick's number two. But honestly, I guess I'm most excited about it because I we cover the Mariners every single day. I feel like it's almost a foregone conclusion every year with the Storm. Yep, they're going to kill everybody. Yep, they're really good. But, I mean, that's the barren landscape that we are looking at right now when it comes to Seattle sports. This is not good. This would not be good. And this is, if you're going to bring that to the table, you got to have what we do next, okay? I took political science in college. I'm not going to act like I knew what was going on, but I've always been fascinated by history, and I took a class where there was a good portion talking about military coups and how they were done. And it was interesting being in a class with a bunch of ROTC people who I was like, wait, do I want to be on a project talking to these ROTC people about how to go properly make a coup? Like, these guys are going into the military soon. This is making me somewhat uncomfortable. But it was just a conversation about what takes place. You do need to have what's next ready to go. And I need a solution here. What's that solution? Are you going to bring in Eric Bieniemy or something like that? And then what are you going to do a general manager? You would just flush down 10 years of success. That also came because of a defense, entirely because Russell Wilson is unhappy. And I feel like making demands that are tall orders. Are they impossible orders? No, but they're tall orders. And the lack of patience, I feel like, at this point in time, it's, I think, just ignorant of the way that things work. Like, this stuff doesn't flip overnight. If it did, then great. Then you could do what Evan just suggested. You could just move on from everybody and, all right, woohoo, we're on the right track. But that's not how it works.